I'm sure that my Turkish audience is going to be surprised to find out that I can also make content in English. But I, I was saying, I was thinking that it would be time for me to start making contents in
Yeah,
English
yeah.
because, with English, I have absolutely no problem
Because you can.
because I can, exactly. So, for the international audience from now on, I will do, time to time. Don't expect me to be a very constant uh, content creator in English, but I'd like to share my experience wandering around the world sometimes, or even making some trips across country. For my international audience, I'm actually from Turkey, and I'm a YouTuber in Turkey about photography and videography, making gear reviews, but also trying and teach the little tips and tricks about photography and videography, making your life easier, which is the reason why the name of my Turkish channel, when translated, is it is easy to take photographs. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but that includes a lot of different things. So coming back to the content that we're making today, at the moment we're in the Philippines, and I wanted to share the experience that we had for the past 2 or 3 days, ever since we arrived in the Philippines in Manila. And thanks my son, who's also from Turkey, and my daughter-in-law, who's from the Philippines, and they're going to get married the 22nd of this month. So
Yeah.
in like a week from now, and they were kind enough to book a hotel in Manila, and for us to spend a couple of days in Manila, which was quite eventful, I
Yes.
have to say.
Manila is the capital city of the Philippines, by the way, because I realize that most people don't know
Really?
where Manila is, right?
Okay.
I am pretty sure Turkish people, most of the Turkish people don't know it.
Well, probably not. Probably, but don't underestimate Turkish people
They
that
would
much.
probably.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know. Um, okay, so Manila is the capital city, and trust me, it's a very large city. So tell me, well, she doesn't know a lot about Manila, but anyway, I'm gonna ask her because she doesn't live in Manila. She's a country girl. She's a
Um,
country girl from.
Not really.
I have to
No,
tell you,
not really.
no, because I
She's
didn't
from the
live.
province.
I
Let her
didn't
explain.
live. I didn't because I didn't live in Philippines. I didn't live in Philippines for my whole life. Half of my life, yeah, half of my life I've been living abroad. I've lived in Brunei for 10 years. I've studied there, and then I came to Philippines to study for a little bit. Then I was mostly working abroad, and then now I'm living here permanently.
How old were you when you moved back to the Philippines?
How old was I? I came here before I turned 16.
16. So
I
just like you,
yeah.
actually.
So I
A
was
bit
there.
like you.
Yeah, a bit
Yeah,
like me.
yeah, but he knows more about his country, and I have no idea what happened. Why I don't know more about my country, which I
Yeah.
should.
Because she
No,
was not
okay.
raised in the Philippines. That's the reason.
That is true. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I grew up in another country as well.
Yeah.
I was the son of working family outside of the country, foreigners. But anyhow,
In
in
France.
France,
Maybe
in
you should
France.
just like you should tell about yourself a little bit about where you come from, where you
Well,
were raised.
I was born here in Turkey. Well, I was born not here, but I was born in Turkey. But I moved to France. Well, we moved to France. My parents took me to France when I was only 2.5 or 3 years old. And I grew up as a little French guy until I was 15 years old as a teenager to come back to a country which in the year 1975 was not a very developed country, I have to admit, but which quickly and very fastly reached a very advanced point in the
Yeah.
days we're talking right now. But so I had the chance to actually live in two complete different cultures and two different religious aspect and understanding of people. Well, that being said, today, uh, well, not today, but for 46 years, I'm actually in the tourism business, and I've been hosting and giving lectures to a lot of different people in the two languages, in English and in French. Those of you may be wondering how I'm speaking English like that. Well, I simply relearned English when I was 30 years old, the way a little kid is learning, with, allowing the brain to associate with movement and sounds. Long story short, this is how I speak English. Coming back to the trip to Manila, well, we arrived around noon time, and from the airport to the hotel took us a lot, like an hour, a little over an hour,
Yeah.
and we were already very tired, and that was a very long flight for
Long
us.
flight.
Yeah, long flight with the
Riyadh. Like
from
you had
yeah
like a
from
Riyadh
Istanbul to Riyadh and Riyadh to
Manila.
Manila. It was like if you add the waiting time,
It's like 16 hours.
no more 20 hours. The
Oh
waiting
yeah,
time
it's a whole
throughout
day.
it's a whole day. I mean, that's
Like
what
that, it's a whole day. Yeah.
So the only thing that we did actually was to have a very nice dinner in a very local place, a very Filipino place,
Yes,
Texas Roadmap,
Texas
and
steak,
eat one of these fantastic Filipino smoke,
Oh.
smokehouse burger,
yeah, smokehouse burger.
smokehouse
That
burger,
was
and
very
bacon
good.
cheeseburger.
Bacon
With
cheeseburger,
fries.
Yeah,
deep
fries.
fries, yeah, very
The-
Filipino of us.
the only real Filipino thing was the beer actually there.
Yeah, that was a beer. And
That's it.
speaking of beer, they have a fantastic beer. Yeah.
It is.
Well, the ones that we checked so far, the one that I'm recommending is the San Miguel light or regular, but I would prefer the light because it's so easy to, it's
It's a
like
smooth.
very smooth
Yeah.
drinking.
But I also have to add, there's also another flavor for it, which is lemon flavor.
Lemon flavor.
Yeah, which is
with
really
the San
good.
Miguel.
Okay. So the day after, thanks, Angela. By the way, oh, I'm so stupid. I completely forgot to introduce ourselves. My name is Erdinç, Erdinc. But keep in mind that you can also refer to me as Ed to make it simpler and shorter. Her name is Angela, and my son's name is Yetkin.
Yetkin. Yetkin.
Okay.
Angela.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Right. Okay. So the next day,
Evet. İlk defa Pasifik Okyanusu'na ayak sokuyorlar. İlk defa Pasifik Okyanusu'na. Evet. Pasifik'e girdiniz.
Pacific girdik. Angela took us to a very, very old and picturesque place. And that is a little bit like Istanbul. We are coming from Istanbul, and in Istanbul, you know that there is a concept of the old because Istanbul used to be Constantinopolis, and Constantinopolis or the old Istanbul was actually only the place that we now call the old city, which also refers to sur içi, which means insert of the walls.
Yeah.
Insert of the walls, you know.
Yeah.
This is the inside of the fortress of the general
Fortress.
fortress
Inside
city.
the fortress.
Okay, so I found out that in Manila they have the same concept throughout the Spanish occupation.
Yes.
They have built the old city
Fortress.
that they call is Intramuros, which translates to inside the walls.
Inside the walls.
And the outer part of the city is called Extramuros, so outside the wall.
Yeah.
The walls. And we have the same thing in Istanbul, but that was very nice to see. I mean, the old structure, which, if I'm not mistaken, should be dating from the 14th, 15th century.
I think it's beginning of the 15th century. I'm not sure.
No,
but
even
14th,
before that.
14th century.
14, because
14th
the
century, that's
churches
true.
we have seen
That's true.
are
14th
easy.
century.
Yeah, so the walls and the construction should be even older than that, because until before the Spaniards came and conquer the Philippines, you guys were not Christians.
Yeah,
They-
were very diverse. We were just very diverse.
The
There was-
very interesting thing about the Philippines before the Spanish, they were not like a united country. It's
Yeah.
like formed of like 7,000 islands, and they were just islanders.
Mhm.
Therefore, still today in the Philippines, about 120 different languages are being spoken. So because of the past, they were islanders living in different islands. It rose the Pacific Ocean. That's why they were not even a country back then, not a united country, but a bunch of people living in different islands.
Okay. Well, when
Yeah,
you're looking at
but
the
we were also connected, with all those Rajas and
Connected with what?
with Rajas and
Uh-huh,
yeah.
uh-huh. Yes.
So it's
let me give you a little information that probably even she doesn't know. When you go back 4,000 years ago, the population has been migrating from China, Taiwan, the Brunei,
Japan.
a little
Even Japan.
not much, but
But
the
some-
85% of the genetic code of the Filipino people is from
Malaysia,
China.
Indonesia as well.
Yes, China, Taiwan, Malaysia, Indonesia, and
Austronesian.
Brunei.
Austronesian.
Austronesians.
Austronesians,
Yeah.
absolutely. Now, the language they're speaking here, there are two different. There are two languages, official languages actually.
Two official.
One is Tagalog, which my ears.
Tagalog.
I'm sorry, Tagalog.
Yes.
which my my very experienced ear about different languages takes me to a very interesting mixture of Spanish, a lot of Spanish into it, very understandably. And you know what? I couldn't find any other associated languages to anything else.
It does not resemble
Malaysian,
anything else. Yeah,
Indonesian.
it does not
no,
sound like a conventional, as in
Asian,
yeah,
Asian language. Absolutely,
exactly,
absolutely,
Asian
absolutely.
languages. It doesn't
But
sound like an
it's a
Asian language.
beautiful sound. Not, and English is the second official language, and
Yes.
everybody's speaking
Yeah.
English here, which makes it the English speaker traveler very comfortable in this country.
Yeah.
Coming to the
Well, I want to add one more thing, especially in Manila, but all over the Philippines. It's called Taglish because they're also using a lot of English. So
No, it's
Tagalog
Taglish.
combined, English Tagalog and English combined. So if you okay, by the construction. It's,
it looks like it's okay. No,
hopefully. So I forgot what I was saying.
No, you were saying that
Tagalog,
Taglish is
Taglish.
combined.
Yes.
Combined.
Combined. Therefore, if you ever visit the Philippines and hear people speaking English, if you hear English, a lot of English, that's
I
why.
have something against you yet.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm gonna edit those parts anyway, so don't even bother.
Okay.
Okay, now we were in the old city, and in the old city, or the Intramuros, we had the chance to visit two fantastic mosques. I'm sorry,
Church.
we had the chance to visit two fantastic churches. One which was completed in the 14th, the other complete in the very beginning of the 15th century,
Yes.
like 1605. Only
16?
suggestion on
Yeah.
us, New Jersey.
1607. The other one was 15.
Yeah.
Yes,
1571.
1571, yeah.
So,
Okay, so one was built in the 14th century. The other was the building started. The building started at the 14th, but ended in the very early 15th century in 1607, actually. And they were gorgeous. I'm sure that at the moment I'm just giving you some
part of the
beautiful.
UNESCO list.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting there, and I'm sure that at the moment I'm also showing you some beautiful and wonderful pictures and videos of the places, slowly but surely. And one of them is actually part of the UNESCO list of.
Of the wonders of the world?
Wonders of
No, it's no
Heritage,
something.
heritage.
Heritage.
Heritage.
Okay, from
the
the,
World Heritage list.
Yeah. One is from the UNESCO World Heritage, and we were so lucky to be assisting a wedding there as well. So
In
have a
Manila.
look at that little part of it.
Yeah.
Now, once we did that, we enter a beautiful, shop.
Oh yeah, the antique shop.
Antique shop.
Antique shop.
God, gosh, if you are going there, absolutely go into that shop. I don't know the name
I
of the
forgot
shop.
the name of the shop.
It's just a big. It's just
But you
by
cannot-
the entrance in the.
You
in the
cannot,
woods,
you
just by
cannot,
the entrance.
yeah,
at the-
you,
at the
you
way.
can't miss it,
Yeah, it's
guys. I
impossible.
mean, you're going to see, absolutely go into there. The prices are so. Oh, speaking of numbers, gosh, the Philippines is not expensive.
Yes.
The Philippines is,
Very affordable.
yeah, not expensive.
Yes.
For
Very affordable.
foreigners.
For,
Yeah, of course.
no, like but
For
for
tourists.
international, not just for foreigners, but when you compare it
To
with
international
other
numbers
yes,
and
with
other countries.
other touristic places, other
Yeah.
touristic cities, it's really more affordable.
And you know what, guys? I mean, oh, man, I have to share this anecdote with you. We were going to enter, I don't know where. That was one of the palace.
Fort Santiago.
Fort Santiago.
Fort Santiago. Okay, where to enter the Fort Santiago, and you had to pay a fee, which was actually 75 pesos for adults and 50
50
pesos for children
And
Which
seniors.
is-
And
senior
seniors.
citizens.
For senior
and
citizens.
senior citizens. How much dollars does it make? Almost nothing, like $5.
Yeah.
Two.
No,
No, five.
$1 is 56 pesos.
See,
So it's not even a dollar for you.
it's not even one.
I mean, look,
Yeah.
and the funny story is that I just teased Angela to ask them if they would accept foreigners as seniors.
Yeah.
You know what? They said yes.
Yeah, except
I was shocked.
I was actually also surprised because usually they ask for like a senior citizen card, which they don't have, and
Because
I
it's
just
just for Filipino
Yeah.
citizens.
and I just told them that I have two seniors with me, and they just accepted it, and I was really surprised by that.
That was fantastic. And you know what? I even tried my luck in another place the day after that I'm gonna talk again, and I was just teasing them. Okay, don't you have a discount for seniors? I said yes. Are you? Yes.
They
You
didn't-
write my
they-
name and I
Yeah.
paid less. I mean that's hilarious and so refreshing in a way that they're not
Taking
yeah,
advantage.
they're not treating tourists as someone to screw. Okay, I mean, excuse my French.
Not as much as the other parts of the world.
Yeah, because there are other parts which I've been, and they have foreigners fee as well.
Oh, okay,
They
I
have
didn't
a
know
different
that.
yeah, they have a different fee for
But
foreigners.
it
But
is
so
really
far.
really rare in a place such as
Yeah.
Intramuros,
Yeah.
such touristic place that
Yeah.
they're
But
giving
actually-
discounts to foreigners.
Yeah, but
even foreigners.
I am surprised because I've also been in other countries, and they do have foreigners fee.
Yeah.
Which is a much more different fee for tourists. Who
Very
we
different.
have that in
Well,
Istanbul.
yeah,
Yeah.
we have
And
that in
so-
Istanbul, and I'm a little ashamed now that I've seen that.
Mhm.
And the fee difference is huge.
Huge, yes.
I mean, huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
But that was a very nice anecdote. So we also visited that beautiful fortress,
Yeah, Fort Santiago.
Fort Santiago.
which gives a lot of about the history of the deliverance of the Philippines.
And also Fort Santiago is also the last days of Jose Rizal and how he was treated and on his last days living.
Jose Rizal is the founding father of the Philippines, one of the founding fathers of.
One of the he's
Right.
the movement. He's the
He's
cause
the,
of the
he's the
movement.
leader of the movement
Yeah.
against the Spaniards.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like George Washington.
He's like what George Washington
George
to-
Washington.
to US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, that was a very nice day, and we enjoyed it. But you know what I enjoyed the most? Has been the people. The people. They're living in such a beautiful, naive nature. They're so friendly, and their kindness is not fake. They're not using a fake kindness to dupe you. No, this is what they are. This is who they are, and that is making me reconsider my human side of living in this world, which we in my country used to have in the 1980s, and
Not
that
now.
is, but not now. And that reminded me of Turkey in the 1980s and 1990s, where people were so friendly, so kindly, so unsuspicious, so not waiting of evil, because there was none. But now the world has completely changed, and it is so refreshing for me to find that back in the Philippines. And this is why I'm having so much fun. I'm a very
Extroverted.
extrovert, and I'm throwing words to everybody in the street, and everybody's smiling and coming back to me.
Triple X extroverted.
Yeah, I'm triple X extroverted. I'm a little different about that. And so we played. My wife is, who's not in the picture at the moment, but may join us afterwards because she just came back from the pool. Played with the kids.
Yeah.
Coming to the street vendors. Okay, you have to bargain like hell. I'm just telling you that. Just a quick, because I'm used to. And the very first day, not even starting wandering around, as soon as we arrived at the hotel.
Settled in the hotel.
Yeah.
I was just waiting
There,
outside.
there's one very fantastic guy that comes with,
The- yeah.
with,
shades.
with the shades,
Sunglasses.
sunglasses. Okay, they're fake, and we know that. And but my wife, she was needing one, and she showed me one, a fake
Ray-Ban.
Ray-Ban, and he asked 1,000 pesos for it, and I said I'm not gonna give you 200 pesos. Well, at the end, I get it for 200 pesos, and I don't know if I've been screwed or not yet.
No. I think it's
good.
I think it's
Yeah,
good.
that's good.
I think it's good.
No, but it's fair.
It's
No,
good.
but 200 pesos is how much?
For the 200 pesos for
In US dollars?
US dollars.
That would be like $3 something, almost $4.
Almost $4.
Gosh, I mean, come on, $4 for
Yeah,
a
come
fake shade. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
And we went and bought those, me and Yetkin.
I'm not wearing it right now.
Okay, he's not wearing it. This is a hematite kind of necklace.
Yeah,
It's beautiful. It's
a good
very
one, yeah.
nice.
Good one.
The guy, he was more decent on him, that one, that guy. I mean,
Yeah.
he didn't ask for 2,000
And he was
in the
in the
intro.
Intramuros. Like one of the most historical and most
Most
touristic places in the
place,
Philippines.
this is where you might be expected to be screwed up.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the guy was very, very decent. He asked for 300 pesos. And I couldn't ask for, I couldn't come down to 50 because I know what that is.
Yeah.
And I said, look, how about 200? And we got two for 400. First he tried two for 500. I said, no, two for 400. You go. And he said, yes. So know how to bargain, know your prices, guys, okay? Well, the next day, oh my God, that was hell.
You still want to talk about it?
Yes,
We're
I want
trying to
talk
forget about it.
No. Yeah, we are trying to forget about it, but we have to warn you guys, okay?
But we can't because we're so traumatized. I don't think we can ever forget about it
No.
for the rest of our life.
Yeah, that is going to be imprinted in my brain, in my soul.
I will always remember.
That is no way. Look,
Even in deathbed, I will
no,
remember.
exactly. And look, those guys are only in their 40s. I'm 65 years
She's
old.
not. She's not. I'm in my 40s.
I'm in
She's
one
not
year.
40, you know.
One year and 20
Yeah,
years.
okay, give or take 1 or 2 years. They're 40 years old. Okay, she's 39.
I'm
41.
41.
41. So okay, 40 in average, and I'm 65 years old. Gosh,
You're 64. Come on.
Yeah, I
You're
mean-
born in 60. You're 64.
okay, I'm 64.
Almost. Come
I'm
on.
64. In the
Come on, you're
28th
still-
of February, I'm gonna be 65. So screw it, man. Okay, I'm 65. Shut up. So look, there is an excursion, a hiking excursion in the area called Tanay, and there
And
is.
Antulis.
Huh?
Yeah.
Antulis.
And I is the
I'm
region.
getting there. In the area called Tanay, there is a place called Mount Kulis, which normally, in a dry season, the track is a short, it's a narrow track,
Nice track.
within very within the nature,
Not too high.
not too high, not too
640
difficult.
meters.
Okay,
Not too.
but it takes normally 45 minutes, even
Yeah.
on a very normal,
Give or take, yeah.
very dry day. But gosh, I mean, make certain that the terrain is dry. Otherwise, it's hell on earth. Look, if you want to start taking life preciously, if you're bored,
If you value your life, if you love yourself,
no,
you
no, not quite the contrary. If you think that life is boring, if you think that,
yeah, that-
if you think that life is not worth it, do the hiking we did during rainy day,
yeah, it's like misty,
in muddy,
muddy,
okay?
rainy.
I mean,
Try
trust
that.
me, that is going to be the moment you are going to be closer to your creator, and you will understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so
maybe you can also show some of.
yeah, I'm going to show them a little footage. I didn't get a lot of
We
footage, but
couldn't.
we couldn't get
Couldn't.
we couldn't remember getting footage because we're so concerned about our lives.
Yeah.
Okay, 1.5 hours of trekking one way and 1 hour of trekking the other way to get to
the highest point.
to the
Yeah.
peak, to the peak, which is 670 meters, which is around 1,200 feet, give or take. 1,000 to 1,200 feet. Okay, you know what? You go first there. You go to the peak. You don't go to the Mount Kulis where this stupid Ark of Noah means absolutely nothing. You go to the Mount Kulis peak and you can get all the beautiful scenery and photos that I'm showing you at the moment for less danger. And in a very short hiking time of maybe 20 minutes. That's all. Don't go to the Mount Kulis in wet season, in rainy days. You can die, guys. I'm not kidding. That is
It is
that
dangerous.
dangerous.
It is very,
That
very
is
dangerous.
that
yes.
dangerous. So, and you know what? All my muscle aches. Every single muscle in my body aches.
And also, we have to consider that they haven't had a real good rest because they just came.
Yeah.
Let's say
Completely
Wednesday,
jet lagged.
yeah, Monday they came. On Tuesday they had a little bit of rest, and then on Wednesday early morning at around 1 a.m.
Yeah.
or
No sleep.
1:30 a.m. they had no sleep at all, and
No.
then they started trekking. It was hell for them.
Yeah.
So that was that was an adventure. No, I appreciate life way better. Trust me when I'm talking about that. Okay, now the beauty is that after this awful, almost
Hiking,
tragedical hiking,
traumatic
traumatic hiking,
event.
we then moved to another beautiful place. That was a waterfall, and that is called the
What's the name?
Danarak po.
Danarak.
Danarak Falls.
Danarak.
Yes, Danarak Falls.
Danarak Falls, and I took some beautiful photos over there. But I was so damn tired. I was so damn out of
Yeah.
me. I couldn't even climb the stairs. This is how bad I was. But still, uh, I just swam. I threw myself into the cold water for 10
It was
minutes.
good.
Tried to, wake up. No, nothing worked. But I still managed to take some beautiful photos. And by the way, if you're into photography, the gears that I'm using is the A7R5, the Sony A7R5, and the 20 to 70 millimeter f4G lens for all those photographies and that you're looking at. The videos have been taken by a very simple action camera like the Instant 368 Pro. Now, once we were finished, we immediately get back to the car,
Yeah.
and Angela drove us to this beautiful, wonderful place called, and that is
But-
Bualag,
Baliwag.
Bulacan.
Baliwag.
Sorry,
In Bulacan.
in
Bulacan
Bulacan
region.
area, which is like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
even.
from Manila.
Baliwag.
Yeah.
Called
Baliwag.
Baliwag. Baliwag City.
Balwag or Balwag.
Baliwag.
Baliwag.
Okay, whatever they say.
Yeah.
Baliwag.
But they're not.
couldn't-
But where they're okay.
No, go, go, go, go, go.
Okay. Where they are staying right now is not in Baliwag. They're farther from Baliwag, which is in San Rafael.
San
Closer
Rafael.
to
There's-
San
Yeah,
Right now
the
we're
hotel
in
is in
San
San Rafael actually, closer to San Rafael.
But it is in Bulacan.
Right next to, right next to the Baliwag.
Yeah.
And now, after a very nice and long sleep, like 12 or 14 hours, because we fell
yeah.
down, at 7:30 p.m. to wake up, to force us to wake up at 9:30 a.m. Not to miss the breakfast, and this is a beautiful breakfast that we had. And now we're enjoying the pool, and this is where the first episode of our beautiful journey in the Philippines will end. Do you have anything else to add, guys?
No, so far I have been living in the Philippines for 1.5 months, right?
Well,
Almost.
the reason we're in the Philippines and
Yeah.
he is in the Philippines is he's going to get married to that beautiful lady.
And settled here and continue living in the Philippines. That's the goal
Yeah.
for now.
For now,
We don't know what
because-
life will bring, and
No,
yeah,
absolutely
we'll
not.
see. We'll see because the
So, guys,
Yeah.
it was a beautiful chat, and we intend to make 2 or 3 like that as a trilogy or quadrology episode about
See.
the Philippines, and try and give you as much as perspective, as much as photos and shots as we can to let you know what to expect in this country. So, the episode is ending right now, and I hope that you are getting value about what we are providing you. And if you do, please don't forget to hit the like button.
subscribe button.
Food. What?
Oh, yeah,
how-
food,
yeah,
the food.
food.
The food.
Tell us, how do you find the food over
Yeah,
here?
the first Filipino food I
Hey,
do that.
let's give
Yeah.
some other
Okay, yeah, that's
knowledge
true.
for our next
Ah,
episode.
yeah,
That is
that's
going
true.
to be the
Yeah.
food
Okay.
and the fiestas and everything. Yes,
Fiestas, well,
expect
yes.
yourself for a treat
Okay.
on the next episode, guys. I promise you that. So if you want to subscribe, okay, subscribe, but don't expect a constant thing. But if you subscribe, that is going to help the channel, of course.
Yeah, love yourselves.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm
I don't know what to say.
I'm Erdinch.
I'm Yetkin.
I'm Angela. And stay happy.
Yeah.
Don't take life so seriously.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So see you in the next episode.